Good evening. Namaskar. First of all, let me congratulate the management of the school, the organizing committee, the past students, volunteers for excellent organization for this event. सगळ्यांचं मनापासून अभिनंदन. It's not easy to follow wonderful orators like the minister and everybody else. Thank you so much that, wonderful, easy thing to achieve. So it's 100 glorious years. I must congratulate all the past students for making this happen, and many of you have had a glorious years. Now, yesterday I attended the Prabhat Ferry. That was one of the Prabhat Ferry I attended almost after 50 years. I went through the small lanes in गल्ली मधून गेलो इथून आणि खरोखरच मला एकदम आनंद झाला की किती सुंदर अरेंज केलं होतं आणि हे पहिल्यांदाच मी म्हणजे 50 वर्षानंतर मी पहिल्यांदा अटेंड केलं. खरंच बरं वाटलं. माझा I actually had tears in my eyes because of the play. I was a teacher in the same school, so I had a tremendous amount of comfort zone. Everybody knew me, everybody protected me, and I was also very बारीक होतो असा. So मला सगळे काडी पैलवान म्हणून म्हणायचे तिथे. Because I was very weak and as a health goes, very probably underweight. मी इथे जेव्हा 9वीत आलो, that was the first time मला comfort zone मधून बाहेर घेतलं. I was totally out of comfort zone. New class, new teachers, new students around me, new house, new way to come from this. And I was so worried and so tense. That was the first time that I ever came. I came out of the comfort zone. And my friends who were sitting around me, some of you may be here, they were literally giving me a very tough time. They were bullying me. मराठीमध्ये bullying म्हणतात ना इंग्लिशमध्ये त्याला, ते bullying करायचे. They made sure that मला गाववाले म्हणायचे, गाववाला म्हणायचे, मला हसायचे. Over the period of time, I became friends with them. That was the first time I came out of the comfort zone. Years down the line, I noticed that comfort zone or coming out of comfort zone really helped me to make a better life in my future. That comfort zone, I really, after that, going to Surathkal Engineering College or traveling all over the world, I never felt uncomfortable like the way I was uncomfortable during the 9th standard when I came to B.K.Model school. That was the number one. Lesson number one was getting out of your comfort zone is a basic necessity. Second, one of the orators said that you have to think big. So second lesson, what I learned from here is that think big. मी जेव्हा खानापूरला होतो त्यावेळेला फक्त खानापूर गल्ली ह्या सगळा विचार करत होतो. पण when I came to म्हणजे बेळगावला आलो त्यानंतर मला धारवाड, हुबळी, कुठे सगळं कोल्हापूर हे सगळं माहीत व्हायला लागलं. So as you grow in your life, you keep thinking big and big. It is very necessary for all of us to keep thinking big. From village, when you come, probably we have limitations when you come from a small village because you think small. But when you grow in a bigger cities, like maybe Belagav, चांगलं school, चांगले colleagues, चांगले school, teachers, you start thinking much bigger. So one of the most important thing is you start thinking big. That was lesson number 2. Lesson number 3. मी जे करिअरमध्ये होतो त्यावेळेला मध्ये एकदम I invested in stock market. Nothing wrong with stock market, but I was not prepared. I had not studied it. So probably I lost majority of my investments. Nothing wrong with stock market in general. A lot of people make good money. But that was a good lesson for me. So in life probably we all fail. Many times we fail. Failure is not opposite of success, but failure actually is part of success. We all know like many big companies like Apple or Microsoft or this, they also have a lot of failures in their life. Even Google has 30 more 30% or more of the products fail. So we all go through failure. Most important is that how we take lessons, how we come out of that. So whatever I probably learned during my stock market venture, afterward when I started my own business, I was much more intelligent how to invest, how to take care of your own money. मग त्याच्यामुळे मला बरं वाटलं. चांगले लेसन्स मिळाले. And the last, fourth lesson is that be a lifelong student, be a lifelong learner. At the age of 57, I went on holidays to Boston. And in Boston, there are two famous institutes in Boston. One, Harvard University, and second, MIT. Most of you know it. या दोघांची एरिया इज प्रॉबेबली आपला बेळगावचा आपला ठळकवाडी आहे ना, टिळकवाडी and हिंदवाडी, if you put together that area, these two wonderful institutes are there. You can imagine that together they have 265 plus Nobel Prizes. Not only Nobel Prizes, they are also good in sports. त्यांना जवळजवळ 140 Olympics medals they win. आणि मी ज्या वेळेला त्या इन्स्टिट्यूटमध्ये गेलो, I was so impressed. मला इतकं बरं वाटलं की I thought, let me study here. I did not get that opportunity. I saw the classes. I thought, let me study here. I was not sure whether at the age of 57, 58, I will be admitted, because first it's a very rigorous entrance, and also the fees are very high. I applied, and fortunately I was selected. I joined the course. I thought that I will be the most senior, because at that age, I thought I will be the most experienced or most senior person. No, there were people who were aged 79. So a lot of people, probably 60, 65, 70, 79. So last person, the most senior person was 79. That was one of the most wonderful class I ever attended. Excellent class, because everybody was super successful, very good, because getting an admission into Harvard is not something very easy. आणि मला असं वाटलं की that was a Harvard Business School. Why they call this institute school? कारण school म्हणजे काय? School is not for certificates. No, school is not to give a certificate. School is to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So that is what we do. That is what we started at B.K.Model High School. Congratulations to all of you. And if you want to be a lifelong student, you have to be curious. Once you are curious, probably it will automatically start learning. Your learning, unlearning, and relearning will start. Let me summarize what I said. One is, first, go out of your comfort zone as frequently as possible. Even आपण संध्याकाळी चालायला जातो, go one like this. Don't go and come back on the same leg. Come back from another side. It is good for your brain. It's good for your feelings. Second, learn to think big. Thinking big always helps. Big thinkers are always paid very high. They succeed very much bigger than anybody else. Third is, failure is not opposite of winning. So failure is a part of success. So failure, accept it. Even if you see majority of our sportsmen, I don't want to name them, all sportsmen, they go through a lean patch. There is a failure, but that's all right. You should accept that as a failure. And the lesson number 4, be a lifelong learner. I must thank all the management committee for inviting me to speak here. I'm humbled. It's my honor to come and speak in front of all of you. Thank you very much, everyone. And God bless you. Thank you so much.